After 20 long years crafting toys at Colorado Toys, Michael dreaded the 9 a.m. meeting with his boss, Kevin. It had been a difficult few months as layoffs loomed and stress mounted. "We're making cuts to overhead by eliminating unnecessary positions," said Kevin without looking up. "Pack your things." "But I've given everything to this company," protested Michael. Kevin faced him coldly. "Your designs are dated, and you can't keep up. It's time for new blood." As he cleaned his desk amid pitying glances, his friend lightly squeezed his arm. "It's not right. You deserved better." Fighting tears, he left without a word. At home, numbness gave way to anguish. He flung aside toy prototypes with all the unheard ideas and wasted efforts. As rain fell, so too did whatever remained of his dignity and drive, washed away in a flood of bitterness. The next dawn, what was there to live for? He gripped a photo of happier days, wondering how it had all gone so wrong. The weeks dragged on in a monotony of emptiness after losing his purpose. At first, rest and old hobbies brought peace, but Michael found himself retreating further each day. One afternoon, he caught a nature program about scenic hikes. A rainbow-misted waterfall awakened long-dormant wishes to experience authentic joy again. He messaged his son Jason. "Felt like taking a trip. Any hiking spots you recommend near the city?" Jason replied in concern, "Get outside. Some fresh air will do you good. Try Green Valley Trail. It's easy to moderate." Arriving under a clear sky, Michael breathed in pine-scented renewal. The trail wound through aspen and fern as his troubles lightened with each step. Cresting a hill, the mist-shrouded falls took his breath away in splendor. He texted Jason a photo with growing excitement. "You were right. This is helping more than I imagined. Thanks for nudging me out here, son." A healing weight lifted off his heart in nature's peaceful embrace. Michael set out the next morning energized to explore more forest trails. The winding path soon narrowed alongside a rocky bluff. Around the bend, he spotted a red-haired woman inspecting her ankle by a tree. Her shoe was off and face drawn in pain. "Miss, are you hurt? May I help?" he asked. She looked up gratefully. "I think it's just a twist, but it's not letting me walk. My name's Emily." Michael introduced himself, tending her sprain with his first aid kit. "There, a bandage and rest should do the trick. Lean on me, I'll assist you back to the parking lot." As they limped together, Emily smiled. "Thank you, you're a lifesaver. I needed this hike to clear my head after leaving a volatile job." "Really, me too." Michael shared his toxic work experience for the first time. "It feels cathartic venting to someone who understands. Would you care to join me for coffee to continue?" "I'd like that," Emily said warmly. His day brightened further in new company. Over coffee, Michael happily conversed with Emily while she rested her leg. He related advice from books on staying positive through transitions. In turn, Emily revealed dating his son Jason, meeting through volunteer work. Small world it seemed. Further, her former manager's poor conduct bore striking resemblance to Michael's tyrant boss. Emily proposed, since Colorado Toys is hurting, maybe exposure could force overhaul. "I'd happily share my experience anonymously, so they remedy dysfunction causing harm." With Emily's testimony bolstering his own, Michael drafted an email to the company leadership and Workers' Rights Commission. Feeling he could spark betterment for all, he thanked Emily. "You give me hope that darkness never defeats light." Days later, a news story broke of embezzlement allegations against his old boss. Employees spoke of past abuse enabling the acts. Michael texted Jason elated. "Karma came through, it seems. How about burgers to celebrate justice and new beginnings?" For the first time, Michael felt free from past pains by seeking solution through community instead of giving in to resentment. As Michael grilled burgers for the mini-gathering, Jason arrived with Emily. He gave his dad a hearty hug, smiling brightly. "Looks like a special announcement is in order," Michael ventured cheerfully. Jason gazed lovingly at Emily, then said, "We've set a date. Next summer we'll be married." Emily beamed and squeezed Michael's arm. "All it took was leaving toxic jobs and meeting this pair of wonderful men to turn my life around. I'm so grateful." Over dinner, Michael shared his renewed focus on volunteer work until clarity emerged. For now, fulfillment lay helping others heal as he continued doing. Days flowed more smoothly. Michael felt emboldened contacting former colleagues, gladly assisting where needed until their paths sorted. With Emily a daughter-to-be and Jason's support steadfast as always, winter's darkness officially lifted its shroud. Having walked despair's edge, he emerged wiser to value each dawn anew with community beside him. His life may change directions, but hope would always light the way so long as loved ones traveled together upon it. Spring blossomed warmly as Michael worked weekly at a charity assisting underprivileged youth. Seeing smiles replace frowns became the most fulfilling pastime. One afternoon, Sarah, a veteran volunteer, asked Michael to lead a craft workshop. He organized ideas happily, then asked Sarah for feedback. "The children respond well to your patience. Have you considered exploring work again?" Sarah remarked. Michael mulled this quietly. Shortly, an email arrived. An agency listing wanted an experienced prototype designer. After months finding inner peace, maybe his gifts could help others' dreams take flight once more. At the interview, Michael spoke of channeling skills towards inspiring tomorrow's innovators. The recruiter replied, "Your positivity through hardship speaks volumes. A position just became available working with a startup. If you're interested." He accepted, energized to impart what kept him afloat in darkness. That community and believing in oneself can overcome any storm. Michael immersed himself in the startup role, continually inspired by founders' vision to spark creativity in underserved youth. One evening at a team meeting, Michael's prototype for an educational building block system garnered ecstatic feedback. His colleague Liam smiled, "Your designs tap imagination in a wholly unique way. Kids are going to flip for these." As Michael gained confidence guiding the team, he realized how diminishing judgments can crush dreams if left unopposed. By lifting each other in kind spirit instead, one multiplies possibilities. Soon the building blocks launched nationally. Photos arrived daily of gleeful children at work fueling future scientists. Seeing impacts firsthand reaffirmed Michael's purpose. At a company BBQ, the founder pulled him aside. "You breathe new life into our mission. Your expertise and positive spirit make you invaluable. Would you consider a more permanent role leading design?" Michael accepted, realizing home truly is where one nourishes hopes in others. Life kept unfolding surprises by keeping an open hand and heart. As summer bloomed, preparations began in full swing for Jason and Emily's wedding. With his new position going well, Michael focused efforts on helping the loved ones who buoyed his spirit. One warm afternoon, Emily showed swatch samples asking Michael's view. "You'll make a beautiful bride in any color. I'm grateful you brought light to this old man's world," Michael smiled, hugging her. The big day dawned perfect and joyful. During the reception, Michael spotted Jason's beaming grin and gave a toast. When darkness came, this family shone the way forward. "May your marriage be as nurturing, open, and fulfilling as the care you've given. I love you both." Later, Michael sat gazing proudly at the dancing couple, thinking of the roads diverged and come together again. Life kept appending expectations, but love unites and transforms all in its warmth. His own journey, once lonely, now flowed endlessly onward amongst people who lifted each other to new heights together.